What is up, Geeks and Geekettes? This is day 3 of Celebrity Fan Fest, and I'm here with one of the OG Ghostbusters, Mr. Ernie Hudson. Ernie, how you doing today?
I'm doing fine, man. Thank you so much. And I gotta say, man, I'm impressed, dude. You got the you representing. You got the outfit on. You look good, man.
I'm gonna brag a little bit. My wife got this for me for my birthday one year.
Oh wow.
So she's absolutely incredible. I could not get a better gift. But I want to make sure we talk about you first.
Okay, well that's all good. But before we do that, I gotta say, Happy Father's Day. We're here on Father's Day, and you're here with your son, and that's really, really very cool.
Same to you, especially you are a great grandfather now, right?
Great grandfather, yeah. I got 3 great grandkids and 4 sons, and everybody's healthy and happy, and yeah, it's all good.
And you've had a very busy month because happy anniversary. The franchise turns 35 years old.
Yeah.
When you first heard that and you were finding out the celebration that was going to be planned for you and the entire cast, what were some of those feelings that were going through your head?
Well, I'm just very grateful to the fans who love the movie, who've supported the movie. When I made the movie, if somebody told me that 35 years later I'd be standing here talking to you, both of us in a Ghostbuster outfit, I probably wouldn't have believed it, but I'm so thankful.
Yeah.
And I'm really appreciative of the fans who came out to LA, Sony Studio in the thousands, and showed their support and love for the movie. That's just an incredible honor.
It looked like just a fantastic celebration. I'm not sure they could have planned anything bigger or better for you and the rest of the cast. Give us maybe your favorite moment of that weekend, your favorite highlight. Was it being together with all of your former castmates again? Was it meeting a particular fan? What was it?
Well, it was Danny Aykroyd was there and Bill Atherton, but not everybody from the movie was there. But we had a showing of the movie, I think a Thursday night, or we had a showing of the movie one night, and the place was filled and everybody was in their Ghostbuster jumpsuits. And as the movie played, people were quoting lines from the movie and just really enjoying it, and that's what. It was just really inspiring to me. You make a movie. What we made was one thing. That was the movie. But what the movie has become, in the hearts of so many people all over the world, that's what's extraordinary.
Right.
I mean, Ghostbusters is now bigger than it was, and it's inclusive. It includes all of the guys who show up and make their cars, and it's really pretty. It's a phenomenon, and I'm so thankful.
I was going to ask about that later, but as of right now, while I'm speaking to you, the franchise has been reignited.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's almost bigger than it's ever been, probably since Ghostbusters 2, because we had a 2016 film. I know a lot of fans around the world that absolutely loved it, and now you have an entire studio dedicated to the franchise with Ghost Corps, which I hope to visit the office one day.
Right.
But what does it mean to you that the franchise has new life and there's sort of no limits that what you can do later on?
Well, I always felt that it was more there. Unfortunately, we made the 2 movies and we didn't get a chance to take it beyond that for whatever reason. But I'm glad that Jason Reitman, Ivan Reitman's son, is going to be directing and producing this movie and writing it. And I know he was a kid when we were doing the other movies. In fact, he's in the second movie. So I know there's a love for the movie. He's an amazing filmmaker, and I think he's going to take it to a whole other level. So as we move into the future, I'm just really excited that he's going to give the fans what they've been looking for. I think the last movie with the ladies, it was a good movie and enjoyable, but it wasn't quite what a lot of the fans wanted. I think this will be more in line with the original Ghostbusters. So I'm excited about it, and I hope I'm a part of it. No one will be more exciting about it than me, but of course we're talking, and we'll see what happens.
We will. You've done a lot of voice work, I've noticed recently.
Yeah.
Especially some DC Comics animated stuff. You played Lucius Fox on the Batman Bad Blood animated movie. Do you have more voice work that you're working on in the near future?
Yeah, there's a new animated feature, I think it's on Turner, called Infinity Train.
Okay.
We're going to be at the San Diego Comic Con launching that. But I've done a lot of, and honestly, I don't remember. I mean, I'm a working actor, so, tell me where to go if there's a steady paycheck in it. I'll believe anything you say. I do the work and I go home. You know, I've always had kids. I was a single dad when we did Ghostbusters, and so to me, it's a job.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did Transformers Prime, and I've been very,
Really?
very
Okay.
blessed to do a lot of the voice work. But I've also done stage, and I knew that when I became an actor, you got to be prepared to do whatever it calls for, whether it's stage, TV, film. I'm on a new series with Gabrielle Union, Jessica Alba. We just got picked up for a new season. Um, so I'm just very thankful.
You're reading my mind. I was just about to ask about LA's finest.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
tell us a little bit about your character. It must be great working with Gabrielle, who plays Sydney Burnett,
Yeah.
and Jessica Alba, who are both fantastic actresses. And this is a spin-off from the Bad Boys franchise, right?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your character and about the series as a whole. LA's Finest, which is just recently released a few months ago,
Just
right?
recently released on Spectrum and Comcast. So I think you have to have that platform in order to be able to see it. But Gabrielle Union was in the second Bad Boys movie. She's Martin Lawrence's sister, and I'm their dad.
Right.
So they moved to Miami. The mother took them there, and I'm the dad who's kind of the bad guy until we began to understand that dads have a story too. And as we go along in the series, you begin to see his side of that equation. So it's a wonderful series to work with. They're wonderful, amazing actresses. I've been fans of them in both. I've been very blessed over the 50 plus years I've been acting. I've worked with everybody from Betty Davis and Laurence Olivier in the early days to Jane Fonda, Lily Tomlin. I do a show called Grace and Frankie with them, and just some really, really good, amazing people. So yeah, I just wake up every day giving thanks.
Well, I hope the series goes really well for you guys. You hit another milestone. The Crow turned 25 years old last month.
Yeah.
Tell us about that experience. Brandon Lee was basically a new actor getting into the field. You had some great scenes with him. Do you remember anything about that experience?
Sure, yeah. No, Brandon was a good friend. I knew Brandon for about 8 years before we did the movie.
Wow.
He was a good friend of Miguel Ferrara, who recently passed.
Right.
Miguel and I were doing a series called Broken Badges up in Vancouver, Canada, and Brandon came by on his way from China, where he had been working. And Brandon had done a few movies before The Crow, kind of establishing himself, but he really didn't want to go in the line of his father, the whole martial arts thing. And so The Crow was going to be his breakout movie, the introduction to this amazing career, which I think he would have had. He was a great guy, and he was just a very inclusive person. Really went out of his way to make everybody on the show feel, part of what we were doing. And it's just hard to believe even now that something like that could happen, but it did. And he's no longer with us, but I think he would have been very proud of the movie. His work is phenomenal. I think he was an extraordinary actor, and I'm so thankful that if an accident like that was to happen, at least it was in a good movie, and I think a movie that he would have been very proud of.
And he's always going to be immortalized because even though it happened tragically, that movie has millions and millions of fans over the years. It's become a cult classic, basically.
Yeah.
There's always been talks of bringing that franchise back into the fold.
Right.
If they ever talk to you to either reprise your role or just be a part of a new franchise, would you agree to it?
Yeah, well, they've made a couple of movies, and they've come to me about, I think we're doing a television show. Honestly, when I think of Ghostbusters, it's something that I feel very thankful to be a part of, and it's something that is ongoing. But The Crow was something that was Brandon to me, and Brandon is no longer here. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I understand why they might want to for the sake of the money.
Yeah.
But no. Brandon was The Crow, and I have no interest in.
I understand your feelings on that.
Yeah.
So I'll leave you with this. There's been a lot of news. Ghostbusters has been just taking over all the headlines ever since that teaser trailer came out that Jason put together that just set all the fans on fire. Sigourney's been dropping big bombs within the media.
Right.
Annie's had a few discussions with some news outlets.
Right, yeah.
Do you have anything you want to say about the film coming out next year?
Well, I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be a great movie, and we're talking. So I'm hoping that come to an agreement, and I'll be a part of it. You know, if it makes sense, I'll definitely be there, and if it doesn't, I'll be sitting in the theater with the rest of the fans, eating popcorn and crying. No, I very much want to be a part of it, but it's got to make sense.
The fans will make sure that you are part of it because it wouldn't be the same without you.
Thank you.
Mr. Hudson, thank you so much for talking with us. It's Celebrity Fan Fest, Day 3. You still have time to come see this beautiful car and check out this wonderful individual. Ernie Hudson's going to be here all day. He'll be at the Cars A Stars exhibit just outside the main expo hall. For the Countdown to the Geekcast, my name is Steady. Come check out our booth as well. We're giving out a lot of prizes through the rest of today. And Ernie, anything else you want to say to the fans or anyone else?
Well, no, it's great. I just appreciate you guys, all you do. Come down, check it out. I'm wearing this suit, and trust me, I don't do this very often. So once I take this thing off, but in support of everything we're doing and everything that we are, I'm wearing the suit. Look forward to seeing everybody, and I really appreciate you guys. So thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll see you here.